Others died tragically as well, truth be told.
Episódio 7. Tem quantos episódios será, hein?
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Tá, deixa eu pegar o celular aí, peraí. Aí, vamos lá, aperte para jogar.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains.
Vá atrás do bando
Led by Butch
selvagem.
Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy.
Wild Bunch.
A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer.
Caralho, como assim? Você morreu de uma altura dessa, meu amigo? É brincadeira, mano. Como é que o cara
Well, I
morreu,
assumed
mano?
the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. So I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Meu Deus, cara, entra aqui. Vou pegar esse segredo aqui. Vou pegar aqui. Gostei do rifle de cano cerrado. Pra cá mesmo, é.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that ridge.
What'd you say? I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them.
Pinkerton?
From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Cavalo bonito. Acerta a pomba, caceta. Pra ganhar XP, né? Sabe como é? Errei todos os tiros. Puta que pariu. Ah, tá.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Essa arma é muito boa, mano. Essa pistolinha.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death.
Ai, caralho, que
Odds
susto.
were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
You ain't seen flags.
At times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Nossa, quase caiu.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Só que não. Fiquem então.
Help?
A chance da
From the
tribo de Mass
Pinkertons?
Effect entrar no Cloud?
No, son. I had to
ser.
fight the wild bunch
nada
all by
solto,
my
né?
lonesome, as usual.
Hahaha. Ele tá tudo sozinho.
He's out of his mind! Take cover! Retreat! Retreat!
He's killing everybody. Hell's the cop.
Kill us all! Run!
Desgraça.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers
boa, hein?
were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Tá, cara, qual o tanto de dinheiro voando? Parece missão de roubo do Red Dead 2. Quando eu vi que tava tomando tiro do lado, que mob, velho. Vamos lá. Aqui, ó, bicho aqui, ó. Porque eles vêm tudo de um lado só.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Nossa, cara. Que velocidade ruim. Eu sempre tenho que... Eu tô destinado a perder todos os duelos pra matar, né, depois, né? Tô destinado a perder todos, mano. Puta que pariu. Da hora é a respiração, né? Meu Deus, cara, sou muito ruim. Nossa, essa tá difícil, mano. Calma, calma. Vou conseguir. Pô, a velocidade tava boa, caiu. Desonrado. Foda-se.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch
Nem
behind
aí.
and decamped for South America.
Tô nem aí que foi desonrado. Tem conquista pra matar sem desonra?
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about
O
that.
importante é ganhar, né? O importante é matar. Cuidados. Vou pegar mais uma aqui.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he disappeared.
1904, caralho.
Sometime later I heard
Tava
the Wild
1800,
Bunch was back
1890
together.
antes.
Kid Curry escaped from jail and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail. As I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That kid Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Terminar de aula. Perdi todo o elemento de surpresa, né? Puta que pariu.
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Cadê esse puto? O filho da puta tá lá em cima, não vi, mano. Atrás das árvores. Nossa, mais uma morte. É possível resgatar o Crew 2 de graça? Tem um esqueminha lá daquela loja, né? Do banco. Eu vou mostrar isso aí pra vocês depois.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Eu nunca consigo pegar todos os tesouros. Oxe, não é aqui a história? Pra onde? Encontre pistas. Ah, não
And I
vi.
found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
Certo.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Ok. Nossa, eu quase caí e morri, ó. Peça que o bando destrua a
Kid
ponte.
Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Fat Sally.
The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards.
Ah, não dá pra... Desarmar e não destruir, né?
And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow
Parece uma
us up
escada
now.
do nada,
Don't
né?
worry, I know what I'm doing.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new
Cara, troquei
recruits
armas
to bolster
erradas
their
sem querer.
ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
One sorry son of a bitch!
Cabeça não, esse porra.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Onde? Oxe, apareceu do nada esse cara aqui. Que porra é essa? Apareceu do nada, mano.
Asshole has a death. God damn him! That's it for you! Damn ears are ringing. Hell's a coming. If I'm going out, I'm taking you with me. I'm gonna blow this damn
Eita, que pariu, travei.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Ah, depois eu vou lá.
Now you're really pissing me off.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
God damn you! I guess just
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward. Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long, burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer.
Get off the bridge!
I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment, whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
Kill that SOB! Back here, please!
Send him to perdition!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
Thanks, Tracer and Kid Curry asked me!
Out of here to the damn fruit!
Get around!
Get ready! How many of us is he gonna kill? Put a bullet in him! They're gonna need a dustpan!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Show yourself, you coward!
Caralho, eu tô mutado. Agora que eu vi. Puta que pariu.
Stand still so I can kill you!
Agora, nossa, mano. Talvez eu tenha todo mutado. Eu acho que uns 5 minutos, né?
Come on!
Maldito mute. Não adianta tirar aqui não. Ah, mano. Tava mutado, cara. Vocês nem falaram no chat, mano? Ah, não. Vocês falaram. Ó, desculpa, velho. Cassi, adianta alguma coisa pegar jogos grátis na sua tag? Adiantar não adianta, mas se tem lá, pode colocar, mano. Ah, mano. Que merda, tava mutado esse tempo todo. Caralho, eu falando pra porra aqui. É porque vieram falar comigo aqui no quarto. Eu mutei, né? Nem explodiu essa porra? Como assim? Não tem mais dinamite, hein, F. Porra, sem dinamite vai ser foda, hein? Tem dinamite ali. Nossa, tem dinamite aqui, mano.
I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Será que o jogo dá a dica de vir aqui? Eu não vi. Tu não morre, mano.
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. That's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
É duelo agora, né? Ah, eu sou tão bom em duelos. Ele foi sem honra agora, vocês viram, né? Ele foi desonroso agora, né? Vocês viram. Ele que foi o desonroso agora.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster. And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Dá pra tirar mais? Quero tirar mais. Não? Ah.
Those were his last words.
Êxito! Mano, minha precisão é mó baixa, né? Olha a velocidade, 0,0. Esse jogo é muito god. Não dá pra liberar outra ali. Tá suave.